Good day everyone. In this video we are going to solve some problems about partnership formation. So that is our first lesson out of 4 lessons under partnership. So before we proceed to answering these questions or these problems, let us first have an overview of what is a partnership. So according to the Civil Code of the Philippines, partnership is defined as a contract wherein two or more persons bind themselves to contribute money, property, or industry to a common fund with the intention of dividing the profit among themselves. Two or more persons may also form a partnership for the exercise of a profession. So in this definition, a partnership is said to be a contract. So, as we all know, contract, there's a meeting of minds between the people concerned or the people forming this specific contract. Okay, so we have two or more persons who bind themselves to contribute money, property, or industry. So, from this line, we could say that if you don't contribute anything to the partnership, you cannot be called a party in that contract, or you cannot be called a partner, because there is a need of contribution of, it could be money, property, industry, or your intellectual skills, okay, to a common fund. So that means that once you contribute that money, all of you are co-owners of that money or property or industry with the intention of dividing the profit among themselves. So this is one of the factors that should be considered. So if you enter into a partnership but you do not intend to be part in the profit sharing or in the loss sharing, then maybe there's a question if you really are a partner. All right? And the civil code furthermore states that two or more persons may also form a partnership for the exercise of a profession. So it could be a practice of law, of accounting, of medicine, and other professions. And civil code also states that persons who are going to exercise their profession cannot form a corporation. So, ang pinakataas na form of um, business or form of organization that people who wants to exercise their profession is this partnership form of organization. So we cannot make a corporation to practice our profession. So furthermore, let us have an overview of these distinguishing characteristics of a partnership. So number one, there must have a mutual contribution, as what we have discussed or what I have mentioned a while ago. There should be a contribution. It could be cash, any property, or even your skills or intellectual skills. Okay? And then number two, there should be division of profits and or losses. And then in a common fund, so there co-ownership of contributed assets. So it's not that once you contributed your your money, your money is just your money alone. No. So when you contribute asset in the business or in the partnership, all the other partners are now considered co-owners of that asset that you invested. And then number four, you have their mutual agency. So this means that any partner can bind the other partners to a contract if he is acting within his express or implied authority. So if wala po tayong managing partner sa partnership, any partner could enter into a contract in the name of the partnership. And then number five, a partnership has a limited life. Okay, so why limited life? Because if there is one partner who died or who has been insolvent or already incapacitated, or just a partner who wants to withdraw from the partnership could be dissolved. All right, dissolved and then liquidated, and then there it is. The partnership's life will end just because of those things that I've mentioned: death, insolvency, incapacity, withdrawal. Okay? And then number six, unlimited liability. So what does this mean? If the partnership has this amount of loan or utang from your various creditors, and then the partnership assets cannot sustain, but cannot sustain the loans or the liabilities of the partnership, your creditors could go to your personal assets. So let's say your partnership has 1 million loans from the bank. And then you only have 800,000 assets, so you have a deficit of 200. So after exhausting that 800,000 asset of the partnership, the bank could go to your personal property. So if I'm a partner of that partnership and I have this a land, okay, a property, so the bank could go to my land or could go to that property and could be used para mabayaran the 200,000 deficit. Okay? So, somehow this is considered a negative or a disadvantage factor of forming a partnership. Unlike a corporation, kasi ang corporation, limited lang ang liability. So, if that's the asset lang ng corporation, yan lang ang pwedeng ibabayad sa mga creditors. So, your personal assets will be safe. Okay? So, this is just an overview of what a partnership is. And now, let's proceed to answering these problems. Let's have problem number 1. So this talks about original investment. Since this video is just about partnership formation, so we will just focus on how are we going to record the investments of those partners who are just forming the partnership. All right. So problem number 1, Froilan Labausa contributed land, inventory, and 280,000 cash to a partnership. The land has a book value of 650, market value of 1.35, and the inventory 600, book value, market value 510. The partnership also assumed a 350,000 note. Okay, so this note, instead of having it Labausa to pay that note, since si Labausa naman yung umutang ng 350,000, so the partnership now will assume that liability. So the partnership will pay that liability. Kasi anyway, it has something to do with the land na kinontribute niya naman dun sa partnership. So naka-benefit yung partnership sa land, so it will also bear the burden of paying the liability in connection with that asset. Okay? And Rosalie Balhag agreed to put up cash equivalent to Labausa's net investment. Okay, we are going to prepare journal entry to record the investments of these two persons. Okay, let us start with computing the net investment of Labausa, and then we will have journal entry. So first, let us have cash. Land. Okay, Labausa contributed land. Now, which are we going to record, or which amount is going to be the one that we will use? Is it the book value or the market value? Okay, so the standard says we are going to use the market value of the property in recording it in our partnership book. So what is this market value? The market value of an asset is the estimated amount that a willing seller would receive from a capable buyer in a free market. So kumbaga ito yung the amount of the asset na acceptable para kay seller and acceptable din para kang buyer. So hindi siya burdensome kay buyer, hindi rin naman malulugi si seller. So in the previous standard, this is defined as an amount in which there is an arm's length transaction between the buyer and the seller. So fair value is the price at which an asset or a liability could be exchanged in a current transaction between knowledgeable, unrelated, willing parties. Okay? So again, we are going to record assets at fair value. So we have here 1,350 for the land, and then we have inventory at 510 fair value. And then the partnership also assumed the note payable. Therefore, this will be a deduction to Labausa's net investment, that is 350. Therefore, Labausa's net investment is, all right. Oh, 51510, but wait, there is also cash. So, yun na nga ba yung sinasabi ko kanina na may cash. Nakalimutan natin si cash. Okay, how much is the cash? That is 280,000, right? Okay, therefore, you have there a total of 1,790 net investment of Labausa. And this amount is going to be um, the investment as well of Rosalie Balhag in the form of cash. So sabi niya, hindi na ako mag-invest ng property, cash na lang, but equivalent to Labausa's investment or net investment. So let us have our journal entry. First, you have their cash. The partnership received cash from Labausa and also inventory, and also the partnership received land and assumed note payable. Ayan, so credit kasi liability. Then, credit the net amount to Labausa's capital. So, parang ano lang siya, sole proprietorship, di ba? Labausa Capital. Example, if this is a sole proprietorship, ganun din naman ang account na gagamitin, di ba? The name of the owner and then capital. But, anong kaibahan dito sa partnership formation is just we are not maintaining just one capital account. We are maintaining as many capital accounts as the number of partners forming the partnership. So, anong sinasabi ko? Let us have these journal entries para mas maintindihan. We have cash of again 280 and then inventory of 510. And then we have 1350 land and we have 350 note payable and we have capital of 1790. So, we have this capital account, but since this is a partnership in which Balhag is also a partner, we will also maintain Balhag capital account. And then Balhag Rosalie invested cash in an equal amount as to Labausa's investment. So, there you go. The journal entry or entries we have here Labausa's investment and Balhag's investment. So, if you will be asked, how much is the total capital or the equity of the company or the partnership? That's not just 1790 but 1790 from Labausa and 1790 from Balhag. So that is a total of how much? Total equity of 3,580. Okay? So parang ano lang siya. Parang sole proprietorship na again, maraming equity accounts or capital accounts. Okay, so we are done preparing the journal entry in the partnerships book. Okay? So that is problem number 1. Two individuals na nag-contribute ng properties, assets in the partnership to form a partnership. Okay? So let's proceed to problem number 2. Let's try to answer this one question. Which partner has the largest April 30, 2019 capital account balance? We have here Foha, Lupian, and Retada who form partnership by combining their separate business proprietorships. Okay, so compared kang problem number 1, walang business si Froilan, wala ding business si Balhag. Nag-contribute lang talaga sila ng personal properties. But this time, si Foha, si Lupian, at saka si Retada, they have businesses on their own. Individuals. Individual businesses. So, sole proprietorship silang tatlo. But they decided to put up a partnership and then magbibigay sila ng certain assets doon sa partnership and then they will have this partnership form of organization or business, no longer sole proprietorships. So, Foha contributed cash. Lupian contributed property. And then, the partnership also assumed the 35,000 mortgage and Ritada contributed equipment. So let us solve for the individual's contribution in the partnership. Okay? So we have here Foha. Foha contributed cash and cash only. That's 50. Again, we are to determine who has the largest contribution in the partnership. Lupian contributed property. Again, we are going to record the property at fair value. And how much is that? That's 80,000. Okay? And there is a mortgage attached to that property. Mortgage is a liability. Okay? So, instead of Lupian paying the 35,000 liability, the partnership will now carry or will now bear that burden of paying such liability, and that is 35. Therefore, Lupian's total contribution is, or net contribution, will be 45,000. Well, how about Retada? Retada contributed equipment. Again, we will record this at fair value in the amount of 55. Okay. Now, that's it. Yan lang pala ang kinontribute ni Retada. So, looking at these figures, we could now assess sino ang may pinakamalaking contribution. Is it FOHA? Lupian? Alright, it's Retada in the amount of 55,000. But for discussion's sake, let us have journal entry. Let us record in the partnership's book the contributions or the investments of these individuals. So we received cash, and that is from FOHA, right? So that's FOHA capital in the amount of 50,000. And then we also received a property. So hindi niya naman sinabi kung equipment ba to, vehicle or what. So let's just debit property, and that is from Lupian. But also there is a mortgage payable assumed by the company or by the partnership. Okay. Invest fair value of 80 and 35, and then we have 45. Okay. And then lastly, we are going to record the contribution of Retada equipment and Retada capital. That is in the amount of 55,000 fair value. Okay, so there you go. So if you will be asked how much is the equity or the total equity of the partnership upon formation, it's not just 50 but the total of all the equity or the capital of these three partners. We have 50, 45, and 55, and the total is, I guess, 150,000. Alright? So this is one of the advantages of having partnership instead of sole proprietorship. Kaya pag sole lang, you alone will invest in the business. Okay? So kung ikaw lang ang mag-invest, and then gamay lang kag cash, so gamay lang pud kag ma-form na business, so gamay lang pud kag pwede ma-operate. But if you have partners, there would be other people who will help you out. Although they will share as well with the profit, pero hindi na masama. You will have a bigger business, a wider or broader scope of operation, and a larger profit. So the sharing of the profit or loss depende na yun sa inyo. So at least, 'di ba? Malaki ang magiging capital dun sa business. So this problem again, they are sole proprietors, and then they decided to form a partnership by contributing assets to the partnership. So let us have problem number 3. This time we have again 3 partners. Pedernal, Pating, and Ligayo. At hindi na lang Ligaya. Ligayo are forming a new partnership. So Pedernal is to invest cash of 100,000 and an equipment original cost of 120, pero siguro nagamit niya na to, so second hand market value niya is bumaba to 50,000. Pating is to invest cash of 160. Ligayo, whose family is engaged in selling stapling equipment, is to contribute 50,000 cash and a brand new equipment to be used by the partnership. So the company ng family niya binibenta yung equipment at 120, although yung cost or ang capital nila sa paggawa ng equipment na ito or pagbili ng equipment na ito is just 100,000. Of course, kung magbebenta naman lang tayo, 'di ba? May increase dapat. So 100 ang bili, 120 ang benta ng family ni Ligayo. Okay? Kasi business nila. So partners agreed to share profits equally. We are asked to compute the capital balances of each partner upon formation. So, isa-isahin. Go. We have here pedernal capital, pedernal contributed cash. And ano pa ba? Equipment. This time, equipment at fair value. So, ma'am, ang cash po ba kailangan naka-fair value? Actually, si cash, wala yan siyang fair value. Tawag natin kay cash, face value. Kung unsa imong makita nga amount ni cash sa iyahang now, mao na gyud na. So kung makakita kag nakabutang dira 1000 sa papel nga kwarta, 1000 gyud na siya. So di ka pwede nga daray blue bill. Ako ning ihatag sa imo ha, magkambyo ta, hatagi ko og 2,000 tapos hatag na ko ning isa ka 1,000 sa imuha. So market value man gud ani niya kay 2,000 na karon. No, it's not. Kung pila lang gyud ang face dito as a kwarta, so that's it. So we call it face value, not fair value. So hindi yan siya nagche-change. Kung 5 na 5 gyud na, kung piso na piso gyud na. Okay? Di pareha aning equipment. 120,000 siya sa una, pero karon 50,000 na lang. So we are going to record the 50,000 fair value. Therefore, the total investment of Padernal is 150,000. Now let's have Pating. Pating contributed cash. Yan lang. Cash of 160. And then Ligayo. Okay, contributed cash din. Dami na nilang cash, no? Cash of 50,000. And also, he contributed an equipment. Brand new. But still, we are going to record it at fair value. And sa ganitong fair value, it's an arm's length the amount in an arm's length transaction. So, mo ni siya tong amount nga si seller willing mo baligya o si buyer willing mo palit. So, dili ra kaayo barato para kay seller, dili ra pud kaayo mahal para kay buyer. And which of these two amounts are considered fair value? Of course, that is your 120,000. Mao na siya ang baligya tama sa ilahang kumpanya with a regular price of 120, although ang pagpalit ana sa business is 100,000. Kinsa man pud ang mopalit og mangumpra og sardinas sa mall nga 15 unya pag abot diri sa tindahan sa SPAC pagbaligya 15 gihapon. So tubuan jud. And kung ibaligya man galing na nimo 18, rest assured naman gihapoy mo palit, diba? So, it's the fair value of the sardinas. Willing si seller mo baligya, willing si buyer mo palit. So, we are going to record 120 instead of 100. Are we clear? Okay. So, this time, let us have journal entries. Although we already have the balances of these partners. So, that's 150, 160, 170. Yan lang naman ang tinatanong. But for discussion's sake, let us have journal entries. Let us record the contribution of these partners. But this time, let us try to have it compound. Okay? Compound. Dili na to isa-isahon ang pag-journalize. Unlike aning atong gibuhat dinhi sa problem number 2. Gilahi nato ang journal entry for FOHA, lahi ang kay Lupian, lahi ang kang Retada. So, let us try another approach. So, compound entry, iisahon nato tanan. We have here cash, and unsa pa bang laing contribute, equipment, napabaylain. I guess these are the only assets na na-contribute. Okay? Yan lang. And then, let's have FOHA capital. FOHA capital. And then, we have Pating. Sino ba to si FOHA? Kanina pa pala to si FOHA. Okay. And then, we have Pating capital. And we also have Ligayo capital. Okay? Well, na-solve na rin naman natin. So, hindi na masyadong mahirap si journal entry kasi na-solve na natin ang mga amounts in each account. So, you have their cash, 100 na cash, plus 160 galing kay Pating, and 50 galing kay Ligayo. So, I encourage you na upon watching this video, kailangan na dyan katapad na calculator or ballpen or papel. Okay? So, I should have told you from the beginning of the video. I'm so sorry. So, that's 100 plus 160 plus 50, a total of 310. Okay? And an equipment of 50 plus another equipment of 120. That's 170. And then, Padernal capital Pedernal, na-solve na rin naman natin. Pating, ayan po, si Pating, 160. And then, ayan po, si Ligayo. So, let's try if mag-balance ba yung debit at saka yung credit. So, add natin ha. This is for checking lang. Tingnan lang natin kung tama. You have total debits of 480,000. And then, your credit is, ayan, 480, balance din. So, tama jud ato ang pagka-solver. So, great. So, that's 480,000 debit and credit. So, although hindi naman siya relevant sa journal entries, hindi naman siya kailangang makita sa journal entries. So, ayan. Just for checking lang. Okay? So, ayan. May tatlong capital accounts in a partnership. In this partnership. Alright. So, let us proceed to problem number 4. We have here Gogola and Panglinawan. Okay, Gogola contributed cash 1,260,000 and equipment with 540 cost. Although the fair value is 360. So, pag nakita mo yung fair value, i-underline mo na agad si 360. Kaysa kadaghan ba naman og amounts din ha, basig masipyat pata, malipat. Okay, so yan, 360 ang i-record, hindi si 540. And then Gogola has notes payable on the computer of 120 to be assumed by the partnership. So, ayan, si partnership na daw magbabayad, hindi daw si Gogola. And then, Gogola is to have 60% capital interest in the partnership and Panglinawan contributed only 900. The partners agreed to share profit and loss equally. Gogola should make an additional investment or withdrawal of how much. So, dapat ma-fit siya sa 60% lang na contribution. So, let us see kung sumobra ba sa 60% ang contribution niya or kulang. So, kung sobra, let us withdraw some amount. So, kung kulang naman, let us add additional investment. So, let us first compute Gogola's total contribution. You have their cash from Gogola of 1,260. And an equipment, again, at fair value yan siya lagi. And that is 360. Although, meron siyang notes payable, so mababawasan yung contribution niya or net investment, and that is 120. Yes. So, a total of 1.5 or net investment of 1.5 from Gogola. So, let us have journal entries. Gogola contributed cash, contributed equipment, and also there is a liability in connection with the equipment, and then Gogola capital. Okay, so fill in 1,260, 360, 120, and 1.5. Alright, and then Panglinawan also contributed cash. Panglinawan capital in the amount of 900. Okay, so the question is, sakto lang ba nga kaning 1.5 ni Gogola kay 60% sa total capital of the partnership? Now let's analyze. Okay, Panglinawan contributed 900. And that is 40% of the total capital of the partnership. Kay 60% man si Gogola, so automatic 40% si Panglinawan. Wala na may laing partners involved, di ba? So a total of 100. So yun sa pag-solve si 40, ma'am, that's 100% minus 60 kay Gogola, so 40 jud kay Panglinawan. So the question is, pila di ay dapat ang total capital ni partnership, aning Gogola and Panglinawan partnership? So, in order to compute for the total capital, let us consider 900,000 divided by 40%. So, 900,000 is 40% of 2,250,000. So, mao day ni ilahang goal na maipon nila na capital on the formation of the partnership. But the question is, na-hit ba nato si 2.25 million? Sobra or kulang? So, kung 2.25 ang ato ang goal nga capital and Panglinawan contributed 900,000, nakalansang na nga 900, si Gogola ang mag-adjust. So, pila di ay dapat ang ang i-invest ni Gogola? Okay. So, Gogola must invest 1.35 million para ma-achieve ang 40-60 nga sharing and the total capital of 2.25 million. But the question is, pila gyud ang gi-invest ni Gogola? So, a while ago, we computed it at 1.5 million. So, ang iyang goal, 1,350. Pero ang iyang na-invest, 1.5. So, that means sobra ang na-invest ni Gogola. By how much? 1.5 minus 1.35. Alright. Sobra og 150,000. So, kung sobra, we will have some withdrawals to make. And to journalize that withdrawal, permanent withdrawal naman na siya, dili man na siya kay temporary lang na withdrawal, so we will have Gogola Capital instead of Gogola Drawings na account. So remember, so ato ang sole proprietorship natay capital account and then naputay drawings account. But this time we will not use drawings because this is a permanent withdrawal. Dili lang ni char lang na withdrawal. Okay? To comply with the agreement nga 60/40. So Gogola Capital, and then you have here cash. So kuhaan na to og cash by pila ganito? 150. Okay. Ayan. So, kung kuhaan na to og 150 si Gogola Capital, pila na lang man? 1.5 minus 150. Tama ba nga 1,350 katong atong goal nga 60%? Yes. Okay? So, ayan. If you will be asked, pila man ang capital ni Gogola? That's 1.35. In-net lang ning duha. How much is the capital of Panglinawan? 900. How much is the total capital of the partnership? That is 1.35 plus 900 of Panglinawan. The total capital is 2.25. So, medyo tricky ni siya nga question. Alright? So, we must be able to analyze kung giunsa ni siya pag-solve, so that if we will encounter the same type of question next time, kabalo taon saon siya pag-analyze. Alright? So, we are second to the last. Let us proceed to the last problem. So, this time, hindi ko na siya tinype kasi ang dami, ang taas ng problem. So, baka mas mahirapan tayo sa pag-analyze kung mag-scroll up, scroll down lang ko. So, I will send a picture of the problem. So, upon answering this problem, dapat tapad nato ang copy sa problem na akong gisend. Alright? So, it is Mulies and Lucena partnership. So, Mulies, the owner of a successful fertilizer business, felt that it is time to expand operations. Mulies offered to form a partnership with Lucena, the owner of a nearby warehouse. So, the partnership would be called Mulies and Lucena Storage and Sales. Requirement: prepare the necessary journal entries in the books of Mulies, and also record the formation of the partnership in a new set of books. So, kanina ay si Mulies, before pa siya ni form into partnership with Lucena, na siya existing business. So, sole proprietor ni daan si Mulies. And then, naisipan na mag-expand, nakig-partner kay Lucena. So, in the problem, information about the assets, liabilities, and equity of Mulies are given. So, we are going to adjust some items based on the agreement of the partners. So, ayun. An agreement is reached by two partners on the following. Letter A, the first agreement. Accounts receivable are to be valued at 1,799,000. And the allowance for uncollectible accounts will be eliminated. So first, atong i-adjust si accounts receivable. Your accounts receivable currently ni Mulies is 2,103,000. So ato daw siyang pababaan to 1,799. So kung pababaan nimo si accounts receivable, what will be your entry? I guess accounts receivable should be credited. Tama? We are going to decrease receivable. And then, since there is a decrease, okay, Mulies capital will also decrease. Kaya na-decrease man ang asset. By how much? That is, dito ko na lang siya ilalagay. Or, dito na lang. Okay? That is 2,103 minus 1,799. Okay, so the difference between the two is, I guess, what, 304? Okay, that's 304,000. So there is a decrease of 304,000 of Mulya's capital because there is a decrease of the same amount in your accounts receivable. And then, the next agreement is, kailangan daw ma-eliminate si allowance for uncollectible accounts. Eliminate pasabot ma-zero siya. So, kung i-zero na to ang usa ka item nga naay credit normal balance, ato siyang i-debit para ma-zero. Okay, so how much is the uncollectible accounts? That is 117. Sayang naman. Basin di ay no, makolekta pa ni. Pero nagsabot man sila. So, ayan. Mulya's capital. Partner niya lagi, Mulya's capital. And then, second agreement, letter B, inventory is to be decreased. Kung babaan ng inventory, kung babaan ng asset, kailangan na i-credit. Inventory decreased by 102,500. Sayang naman. So, grabe ang agreement, no? Tinag 100,000 yun ang ma-involve. Letter C, the prepaid rent for the warehouse used by Mulyas is used by Mulyas. Okay, all merchandise will be transferred to Lucena's building. Kasi remember, ang business ni Lucena is naa siya warehouse, or ang asset ni Lucena is naa siya warehouse. So, instead nga mag-rent pa si Mulyas, ang sabot nilang duha kay, okay, ayaw na lang, di na lang ta mag-rent, dito na lang na sa warehouse nako ibutang ana si Lucena. So, kaning prepaid rent ni Mulyas, matiway na ni siya, and then ang ilang agreement, dili na ako refundan, walay refund na mahitabo, ana si Lucena. Okay, so kanang prepaid rent ni mo, tiway na na. So, kung tiway na na, that should be zero. To zero out an asset, you credit it. And then, another Mulyas capital decrease. And how much? Sayang naman, 29,250. Mga ilang months pa kaya yan. Okay? Letter D, lastly, the store equipment has a fair value of 300,000. Pila diay ang carrying amount ni store equipment karon? You have there 390,000 minus 97,500. Oh, therefore the carrying amount is 390,000 minus 97,500. Carrying amount is 292,500. So, we are going to compare. Ano siya? 300,000 dapat. Pero imong carrying amount na lang is 292,500. Okay. So, dapat bawasan nato si accumulated depreciation. So, by decreasing accumulated depreciation, we will have a carrying amount of 300,000. So, pila man ang difference ani nilang duha? I believe that is 7,500. So, let's check daw. Kung ang imong accumulated depreciation ma-decrease og 7,500, pila na lang man ang accumulated depreciation? You have beginning balance of 97,500. So, your accumulated depreciation this time will be 90,000, tama? Kay nabawasan og 7,500. So, 390,000 minus 90,000, you will have carrying amount of 300,000. Equivalent sa inyong sabot ni Lucena sa letter D, nga fair value nga 300,000. So, I guess that's it. So, let's try kung pila na lang ang ending balance ni Mulyas Capital using this T account. Beginning balance of Mulyas Capital is 2,714,250. Katupaning wala pa'y adjustments. But, we will consider the adjustments. We have here a debit of 304 and a credit of 107. 304 and 107. And then, in letter B, you have there a debit of 112. And then, letter C, you have there another debit of 29,250, and letter D, you have there a credit of 7,500. Okay, so let us try to get the balance of these. All right, so there you go. 2,393,000 na lang ang capital ni Mulyas after the adjustments sa agreement nila ni Lucena. So this time, let us have some journal entries. Okay? Journal entries to close the book of Mulyas. So, i-close. Pasabot, i-zero out. Remember closing entries? So, kung i-zero out na to ang iyahang books, ang mga naka-debit, i-credit. Ang mga naka-credit, i-debit. Di ba? Nga naman tong ato ang closing. So, ato siyang ibali. So, credit items you have there first, Mulyas Capital, of course. Ito na siyang i-close. And then, we have notes payable. And we also have accounts payable. Ano pa ba? We have accumulated depreciation nga naka-credit. So, we just have to look at all the credits din ha sa iyang trial balance. How about allowance for uncollectible accounts, ma'am? Naka-credit. Oops, na-eliminate na, di ba na? Hagbay na siyang na zero. So, hindi na natin siya i-close kasi zero na nga siya, di ba? Okay? And then, let's work with the debits. You have their cash. You have accounts receivable. And you have inventory. Ma'am, prepaid rent. Oops, na zero na nga, 'di ba? Si prepaid rent, wala na din 'yan siya. So wala na tayong i-close kasi zero na si prepaid rent. Ano pa ba? Oh, you have their store equipment. And then ayan, yun lang. Okay, Mulyas Capital, we are going to close it. Ayan. Yan na yung Mulyas Capital. Na-solve na nato pila ang balance niya. So, closed. Notes payable, you have there 330 and then 505,500 for accounts. Accumulated depreciation, pila ba? 97,500 na siya kaganina, pero nabawasan siya 7,500, remember? Therefore, your accumulated depreciation now is 90,000 na lang. Cash of 229,500. And then, you have their accounts receivable. Pila na lang tong accounts receivable gani? 1799, tama? Hindi na siya 2103, kay na ay decrease nga nahitabo kaganina. Ito. So, and then, inventory. Pila na lang si inventory? Kaganina, that's 1,012,500. Pero, ang atong sabot kaganina sa letter B is bawasan na to si inventory by 112. So, kung bawasan na to siya, pila na lang? That's 900,000 na lang. And then, your store equipment still at 390,000. Although, ang carrying amount anak niya, 300 na lang, kay 390 minus 90, 300. So, mo-fit lang siya sa to ang agreement letter D. So, let us have journal entry. So, I already prepared it here. Journal entries in the books of the partnership. So, this time, kaning nga mga entries sa partnership na ni. Kaning first entries nga atong gibuhat kaganina, kaning A to D, and kaning closing entries para ni kang Mulyas nga libro or iyahang records. So, na-zero naman na siya. So, na-zero na po ang record ni Mulyas. So, let us now set up a new record para sa partnership. So, di pwede isagol, no, ang record ni Mulyas o ni partnership. So, dapat bag-og yun para kay partnership. So, you have there, pila tong investment ni Mulyas dinhi, 229,500. And then, you have here, 1799 for AR, inventory of 900, and store equipment, pila man, hindi na po siya 390 kasi hindi na natin i-record si accumulated depreciation, but we will go directly to the fair value. Kaya diba store equipment, or we will record assets at fair value. Ayan. So, okay? So, at fair value yan siya. And your fair value gani based sa inyong nasabutan is 300,000. Notes payable is again 330 and then 505, 500. And Mulyas Capital is pila to kaganina? 2393. Okay. Let us check kung balance ba gyud ni sila. First, diri sa check daw nato ni kung balance ba si debit and si credit. Basin di ay, no? Okay, 3318. Basig natay si Piat. Okay, 3318, balance. So, we're good. Tama ra. Diri daw. Try natin. Okay, debit 3228. Okay, tingnan natin sa credit. Okay, 3228, balance din pala. So, good. Wala tayong mali. Okay, let's have Lucena. Ngayon, okay na si Mulyas. Naka-put up na siya, naka-set up na siya. And then, Lucena, ana siya, I will give a land worth 500,000. I will also give a building worth 1,450. Ay, saan ba yung land? Okay. And, magkano bang cash? I will also contribute cash in an amount sufficient to make his capital balance equal. Ay, okay. Ang ilahang sabot di ay, they will have an equal capital. So, pila ba ang capital ni Mulyes? That's 2,393, tama? Ana si Lucena, dapat equal ta. Kung pila ang kulang, I will add cash. So, 2,393, pero your land and building is only 1,950. So, para makompleto, I will contribute 443,000 cash. So if you will add these three, I believe that is still 2,393. Okay? Ayan. So equal lang. 443 cash. Alright, so that is our journal entry for the investment of Lucena. So in the partnership book, we will have these entries. So, itong mga nasa taas, hindi na. Kay Mulyas lang yan. And again, si Mulyas na close na. Kumbaga, gibankrupt na ni Mulyas ang iyahang proprietor business. Kay nakig-partner siya kay Lucena. Alright, so, I guess that's it. And I hope na naatay na learn sa ato ang solving karong adlaw. So maybe next video we will focus on partnership operation, so sharing of profits and kung nabay mga salaries and bonuses in the partnership or in among partners. So that will be our focus next video. So that's it. So I hope you learned something, and please try to answer some other problems as well. And if you have some questions regarding the video, please do ask during our class or virtual class. And also, kung namoy mga nalibugan, you could watch this video again and again. Okay? So, that ends our video. Thank you so much, everyone. Goodbye and God bless.